Hi, this is the Iottie Easy One Touch bike mount, and this is everything that comes in the box, and now I am going to show you how to mount it onto your bike. I'm going to mount it on my bike somewhere right here. You want to find at least the flattest part of your handlebar, or at least the part that the bracket will fit over. Alright, so first I'm going to clean the area that I want to mount it on with a little alcohol, just to make sure it's free of debris. Okay, so I put the back part of the mount here because this is as far as it will go, and this happens to be the flattest part. As you can see, there's a little rubber right there to make sure that it adheres to your handlebars. Next, you're going to attach this part of the bracket to that part of the bracket. You want to make sure that this part is the one that is up. And they have provided 2 screws and an Allen wrench to go ahead and mount it. Okay, now I've gotten this on here nice and tightly. See, no movement, and that's what you want. You want to make sure you get those screws in there nice and tightly. And now we can move, that's the hard part, so now we can move on to the rest. Okay, so now that you have this on here, it should be nice and tight, not going anywhere. These screws should be tightened down as much as you can get them without cracking anything. And now that that's on there, we're ready to put the other part on. Okay, so now you're ready to mount. So once you have it on there, lined up with the pegs, just give it a push. See? Nothing. They provided this little clip. It's supposed to be a safety clip that is supposed to fit into these little holes right here, but I don't know what they were thinking, because I had the hardest time trying to get it put in, and it's almost impossible to put it on after after it's already been mounted. So I just left it off. It seems to be okay, but we can move on to the rest of it. Now we're ready to mount our phone. What I did was, there's a little screw in the back, and I know where my earphone jack is for my iPhone 5. So I just slid it over so that it mocked it up, and slid the bar over as far as it would go so that the earphone jack would show. But here I have an iPhone 5S. Just slide it in and push it, and it snaps right in, as you could hear. It's on there pretty securely. It's not going anywhere. If you want to release it, just squeeze those 2 in. There you go. And if you need to adjust it, there is a nut on the back here. See if I can grab it without touching it. And you see, you can turn it this way. You can turn it this way. You can pretty much just play with it and adjust it to your own need. I just went ahead and tried this with my husband's Samsung S4. It's made to fit almost any phone, and that phone is much wider. So I just mounted it on here, and it worked just fine. So the final portion is just to take this lanyard and just stretch it across the other side over here, if I can get it. And there you go. It gets in the way a little bit of the image. You can see your apps here, but not too badly. I can still, open up my calendar and do all the functions that I need to do at the same time. And if it ever gets in the way, just pop it off, and away you go. And I have it mounted so that the earphone jack is right here, and I can listen to it, which you can slide this back and forth to adjust to it however you want. And this has been the Iottie bike mount instructions. I have one of these for my car as well. They work really great, except that the car one doesn't come with this. So I think this should be good to go over all of those city potholes and any other rough terrain.